Fire alarms play an important role in fire safety, alerting people to danger and allowing time to evacuate. Aico is supporting the sector by providing alarms, technology and training to the industry. I spoke to Andy Speak, National Technical Manager at Aico, to find out more. Andy, thanks so much for joining us here today. Tell us firstly how much legislation differs throughout the UK in terms of fire regulations.
Of course, yeah, it's a massively complex subject. I work in the industry and I have to struggle to keep on top. So every single nation has their own set of requirements, minimum legislation requirements. At one end, we've got Scotland following Grenfell. They reviewed their legislation covering domestic properties, and they've introduced some quite extensive, whereas every single property, irrespective of tenure, whether it be a homeowner property, private, socially rented, or new build, has the same level of protection. Northern Ireland's recently introduced something, same with Wales, and at the opposite end of the spectrum, we've got what England's doing, which is very minimal in comparison to Scotland.
How important is it to have a more cohesive approach?
Massively. So straight away, as I said, it's complex. Not everybody knows what they have. We receive a lot of calls just asking what do I need to do where I live. But equally, Scotland's level is up here, whereas England's down here. And I don't think it's right that somebody in one home is more protected than somebody in another home. It should be level. It's going to save more lives in the long run.
And why is training and education just so crucial?
Absolutely, yeah. So even in the Hackett report, the word competency was mentioned over 100 times. So education within the sector is vastly important. So you could be a homeowner, just understanding the importance of alarms. Fire is one of those things that, although we know about, unless it's happened to you, you think it's never going to happen to you, something happened to somebody else. So educating on the importance of alarms, but equally just to tell those who are installing alarms, landlords, what they should be installing, why they should be installing it, and what are the best alarms to install is the best practice, really.
Tell us a little bit more about Aico and what it is that you do.
Of course, yeah, we're a domestic alarm manufacturer historically. We're moving more and more into technology, but yeah, we manufacture fire alarms, carbon monoxide alarms, other home life safety sensors, environmental sensors. And part of what we do is not just manufacturing, but is also supporting. So we offer a massive amount of support, a massive amount of training at all levels really, from customers in their own home all the way to installers, landlords and architects.
And you've mentioned some of it there. Tell us what else it is that you do to really support the sector.
Yes, so mentioned about education, how important that is really. So we've always offered CPD training courses, totally free, over a range of topics, mainly around core fire safety and carbon monoxide, but we've recently upped our game as well, and we're now offering City and Guilds training. It's a full day course, still totally free, an assessment at the end, and the learners then go away with a City and Guilds certificate, which is great. But it's all about raising the bar, that level of education and competency within the industry.
And what sort of a difference has technology made and advances in technology in terms of making our homes safer? Yeah,
massive amounts. So the core functionality of an alarm is to make a loud noise and alert the occupants of fire, carbon monoxide, heat, whatever risk there is there. And we've got a lot better at doing just the basic parts of that. We're a lot broader range of detection now, but equally we're a lot better at minimising that potential of nuisance alarming, which could be counterproductive in many, many instances. So that's on the core end. But when you look at the more advanced area, now we've got IoT, we've got machine learning, we've got AI. We're able to be a lot more effective and strategic at how we alarm, how we send those signals off site. So it could be a vulnerable tenant and their family want to keep an eye. It could be for a landlord to make sure that their alarms are operating correctly within their housing stock. So all areas we can do a lot more now with these connected devices. And I think we have over 400,000 connected devices now, which is a huge amount.
Okay, Andy Speak from Aico, thanks so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you very much.